All right, so here we are. Interesting. I've got several computers here. I've got the computer that I'm playing on, and I've got a computer right next to it that I can actually have my stream going on if I want to. But I'm using it when I teach a class in the afternoon to kids and adults of it's a game development. And since I'm using Google Classroom, I'm trying to use, well, no, I'm not trying, I'm doing it. I'm using Twitch and Google Classroom in conjunction, right? So some people join the class on the stream, and some people join the class on Google Classroom with their exclusive login capability, which is going to give you more powers, right? You can share your screen and present. Didn't work out yesterday, but I'm ironing out the kinks. Well, anyway, before I touch on deficit, I set this computer last night to update and shut down. And I just come to my seat here, and it updated and did not shut down. I know I deliberately selected update and shut down, not senility and early onset dementia and brain deficient to that level. That task manager is there. Come on. And as the whatchamajiggy idles, as JX idles, it's taking about a gig of memory. I like that. Okay, so what about ARPGX here? What's it taking? As it idles. There's my task manager. I'm bringing it up. 1981, almost 2 gigs. OBS has got 4.6. So what we're gonna do, let's see if this dang thing is gonna work today. Claim. All right. Wow. You know, I don't know if it's like. Oh wait, let me see if I'm. Yeah, I'm delivering that. Okay, I'm on intermission as well. I guess I should get off that. And I'm gonna hit this Ultraman thing. Look at that. Wow, it's really playing fluid. This is a big collection of, God, I don't know how many. It's over 100 Ultraman money shots. You know, I call Ultraman money shot the scene in Ultraman where Ultraman kills the monster. It's not 100%. It's some of them are transformation scenes where it turns into Ultraman. The cat's biting my foot. It's about kick. Don't kick a poor animal. Unless he's biting your foot. Stop. You heard that thud? That was a... Stop it. Come here. Yeah, come here. Come here. You need to stop biting my foot. This is a little scratchy muffin. Scratch muffin. You need to go down there and lay down. She just had a big meal. Right? She had her big bowl of cat food, and she's already like on my foot like it's a rabid possum. She has to kill it. biting my foot too hard there. You need to not do that, because I'm going to kick you with that guy just stepped. She's purring. She can take the kicks, actually. Tough little booger. This is one of those rescues. You know, they round up the little kitties and animals and things. They take them to the shelter. Kill them. And my daughter's been gaming long enough. She understands that at the shelter the animals get killed. So we looked up on the shelter webpage of our county together. She said, I want this one, the black one. So we drove down there. Sure enough, there's this little black cat. It's like, oh, is that cat Maine? Yeah, she's Maine. Mm-hmm. But just, you know, in a good kind of way. No. What you should do is go down there and lie on my foot. Yeah, that's better. She does that a lot too. She'll lie down on my foot, across my toes, you know, and go to sleep. And not bite my foot. Claim. I don't know. This is a thing. Maybe I'm actually getting better, because I don't remember being up there that close in a heat. Well, maybe I don't. I guess a long time ago once I got the Grandmaster thing. Look at my bald head. I like it's easy to maintain. Also, the beard is much easier than shaving every day. Certainly is. Gives me more time to study. As you can see, the Masnavi of Rumi is what we've been doing here. The Sufi mystic. The Redeemer and the Orion, yeah, they're basically, they look almost exactly the same. I hope that the Plarium guys don't forget to like really delve into the Japanese manga and the mech stuff, that they don't lose sight of, you know, the fact that they're mirroring another culture, because that's one of the cool things about Mech Arena is that you're getting everybody kind of deep into the Japanese narrative, as it were. And you know, it's a narrative that's representative of a disastrous engagement with a disastrous event, industrialization of the world, which involves, you know, there's all this unpleasant magma in the center of the earth that no one should be anywhere near, and there's also all the refuse, the petroleum products, the fossil fuels that come from the last great extinction, right? And you know, it took millions of years for that that huge catastrophe to get kind of buried in this little thin skin of survivability to be produced on the surface of the planet. But then the capitalism came, they call it capitalism. Well, actually, that's just a word. Extinction, the next big extinction is also, because when you think about it, in a billion years, how much wealth you accumulated by economic activity. What is that going to be? Vanity, and a chase after wind. Right. So my point is that this Japanese sci-fi narrative is really, the embrace of modernity of people that probably had better chance of long-term survival had they not done so. At the same time, this gaming, dystopian Japanese robot gaming, it's a compartmentalization of, what I would characterize as terrible proclivity of human beings towards destructive stuff. The Totus tribe. And as such, it's like your body isolating an infection or something. Yeah. Anyway. Have I got tickets? I've got 4 tickets. Whoopee! Alright, so, and what am I logged in? I think I'm logged in. No, I'm logged in. That's my daughter. Where's my comic book? This Mad Magazine is the one with this cover. Mad's answer to comic book titles. The cover with the smallest title in the world. Look at she's got a balcony you could do Shakespeare from. And that's obviously a Harvey Kurtzman. Okay, and you can see it here. The famous, right? H. Kurtz. That's not Colonel Kurtz of Apocalypse Now. Raises the question, is Colonel Kurtz Jewish? Right? Is he some kind of Ahab? Right, but Kurtz, man, he draws a little man. Oh no. This is that thing where you're off on others. Oh, good. Glad you were here to meet me this morning. Where's everybody? Oh no. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah, stupid bot. Somebody that was on their game could have gotten me. Oh, the bots are out in force. This is why I'm winning. Bots are stupid. If you saw, I think I got on last night for an hour, and you drop in, there's like a bunch of squad droppers. And if everybody would agree, okay, we're gonna squad drop. It's a way you can play, right? Before you do it, I think I might do it, but I've not. It seems theoretically that it's got, it's going to work if you disarm everything in your hangar now. It's Fat 2. Oh, it's Flibbert Gibbet. Yeah, that's it. Empty your magazine. Ouch. Pesky. Yeah, somebody else got him. I'll teach you for focusing on somebody. Shouldn't focus on me like that. Turkey. Flibbert Gibbet. He's flibberting on the gibbet. Nemesis. I'm gonna nem your sis in a minute. I'm gonna nen your master. Who is that? Oh, to God. He's got too many revenge points built up. $15. I win. Let's see. Yeah, like think about that though. If you had a bunch of pay to win guys come in, they were all squad droppers, and there's about 5 of them or so. Now, how many other players are there? I guess it's 5, and each one has 5 max, so that's 5 times 20. No, 10. 50 robots. That's a lot of robots. So 15 of them. So I guess the ultimate pinnacle of destruction would be to get what, 45 kills? 3 minutes? I need to work on having that sight right dead center on their face. I'm not doing that. Right there, right in the center of it. Good goody. There's nobody over here. Out! See, that's the guy. Shouldn't have turned my back. There he is. Shadow Slayer. Tracer. Okay. Oh, I was looking for Shadow Slayer. Get goody. 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 Man, you gonna die or are you gonna kill me? That's a mystery. Let's see. Let's put this guy on. There's a big creepazoid pack of them. Oh shit, he got me again. Fat bloated sack of squad dropping Shadow Slayer. Yeah, let's see if I can go. 18 seconds. I want Shadow Slayer. Where is he? There it goes. Missed it. Oh, I hit him with one. Wonder how many he's got. So I guess if you kill 25, then you're going to get 50% of all kills. Well, not necessarily. Because how many people got killed? Only if everybody got killed. Now let's calculate. We've seen this drawing before. time for me to start the stream. I can't make it on time. I should revisit this drawing. People fighting over the Mad magazine. There's somebody in a burqa back here. Send up 8 copies, please. Keep the change. And they drop us safe. There's the Sultan. And look, he's got the whole harem. Whoa. Sutney clan. La 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 la. Boom doom 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 doom. Boom doom 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 doom. Oh, dang it. Wasted a dang. Well. No, help, 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 help. Help now, please, stand back. That's better. Oh no, he's still alive, help, help, he's gonna kill me, his fuzzy's pop. Help, 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 Here come the slob. There you come. Dread 937. Hey, is that Nutty Dread? That looks like an empty magazine to me. Oh, you're mad? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. He almost killed me. It seems showing strong evidence of hostile aggressions. Oh! You turkey. You're dead too. Guy dropped a missile rack on you in the back right when you were trying to get me. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Well, you can be like a maniac here. Where is this? Hey, ducky, 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 hey. Dread, 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 dread. Dread, 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 dread. Back up, back up, back. Oh. He's like backing up too, man. I'm like fearsome. First one. Gina Crom. She's a bot. I'm out of tickets. What the? Look, it's a grandpa. It's like, Mum's the white. It's like a thief. He's like stealing. Somebody completely under him. Bill Elder drew this. This needs to be, somebody should make this into a big giant wall mural thing. And look, there's a little Bo Peep with a detonator. Oh, here she's the rich lady with her jewelry case. She's gonna trade all her jewelry. Oh, wait a minute. Hey. Okay, 5:35. Hey, did you just sent that? Wait, okay. Oh yeah, I know Plarium's an Israeli company, and that's why I was saying I hope they don't lose sight of this representation. They should delve into the whole Japanese mind of mech robots and stuff. It's tied to the. I don't know if you're still there. Oh yeah, that's right. It's more than 50, because yeah, on those death, it's like unlimited. Genius. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is one of It's like you hear the story. Okay, like when I was coming up, the Jews in the household, they were like in Yiddish preservation stuff, and some people are like, "Don't study Yiddish," and even the guy that was kind of like my father or whatever was like, he was doing Yiddish preservation. He's the one that started me reading Yiddish. God, have you ever read the book called The Spinoza of Market Street? It's a book of short stories by Isaac Bashevis Singer. So, but I mean, I think Primo Levi spoke Italian all the way. It's his whole life or whatever. So, and there's a whole culture there that's really, 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 really getting lost. But that aside, there's a guy. He gets on a bus in Israel, right? And there's a mom, and she's admonishing her kid in Yiddish, right? And the kid keeps answering in Hebrew, and his Hebrew is really good, right? And his mom is like, "No, Yiddish, Yiddish." And the guy that got on the bus is like, your son has great Hebrew. He should speak Hebrew." And the mom goes, "No, he should speak Yiddish, because I don't want he should forget he's Jewish." And that's sort of the place I'm at. My wife is Catholic, and I was taking her to this Corpus Christi place, humoring all that and everything. It can be good, if you go to mass all the time and you actually read the stuff. It can be good, but there were Filipino fascists. They were down there in the church, and they were organizing international Nazi stuff. And I'm so people are like, "No, they weren't." No, yes, they were. Right? The thing that was going on is this guy Tito Espina at Corpus Christi in Stone Mountain, Georgia, right? Big Trump supporter or whatever. And these are the kind of Christians that are like, "Oh yeah, we love the Jews. We want to get them all to Israel, right? Because we want to give them the chance to go to heaven, when they accept Jesus, and we put a thermonuclear weapon on Israel." This is what these Christians are talking about. Catholic Christians, right? And what this guy was doing is he was promulgating this Germany is now, being overrun by Muslimaniac rapists that are, they're going around, they're impregnating, they're raping all the pure-blooded German women, and they're that's Muslim rape gangs, and this whole thing was run by this Filipina lady. You can look her up on Combat Anti-Semitism. Right? You can look her up. Her name is Michelle Malkin. Malkin. What a name, right? Like maladjusted, like evil, right? Malkin. Oh, I like Roblox. Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Don't rush in with a kill shot. Okay, let me. Yeah. So, okay, what did this Michelle Malkin did? She was doing this like Fox News thing of Germany's, it's like all the pure-blooded German women are being raped by these Muslim terrorists that are. And it was such a, and it's like, and she was like saying it's a huge cover up. The Germans are trying to cover it up. Well, all this crap that they had put together was like neo-Nazi stuff going on in Germany. It was their propaganda stuff, which is like, first of all, the Jews are behind the Nazis screwing up, right? George Soros, and everything. These Jewish billionaires were all behind the disaster in the first place, and the Germans were trying to defend themselves. And then these right-wing groups or whatever, or neo-Nazi groups in Germany had put together all this propaganda about the wild Muslim rapists are inseminating them all, and the Jews are behind it because the Jews want to screw up the racial purity, right? Because the Jews are really like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They're not the real Jews, because the lost tribes of Israel are actually white people. That's what they say, right? And the Jews are imposters, right? The lost tribes of Israel are actually, the racially purity, high level stuff. So this Filipino woman is like, I can talk about all this stuff because I'm not white. I can support international Nazism, resurgent, right? And I'm a good Catholic, and all this stuff like that. And it turned into such a big thing. It's like, first they broadcast it over here, and then it got back to Germany. So it's like, oh, the Germans are covering this up. And Der Spiegel had to do a 15-page expose about all this, rampant Muslim rape insemination of German women or whatever. Total bullcrap, right? Can you believe that they even had to acknowledge that? And it had to be acknowledged because these Catholic Knights Templar, we got to get rid of cultural Marxism. That's just a code word for Jew, right? Because they say Karl Marx is a Jew. I challenge anybody. Karl Marx was a Lutheran, and his thought is a product of the German Protestant Reformation. It's not Jewish. Now, then they're going to go, oh, well, he had Jewish blood. Well, Karl Marx, okay, his family converted to Lutheranism. When he was studying, go read sit down for 20 hours. I did this. I sat down for 20 hours and I read Karl Marx's complete works, right? Doing his PhD and stuff. It's total pre-Socratics and it's total Hellenized. And also, he's studying the letters with the Protestant Reformation letters with the Pope and all this stuff like this. And when he says Jesus, he says Jesus Christ. What Jew would do that? So in the sense of, he doesn't seem to know any Jews, right? I mean, I challenge people that say Jews are responsible for communism and that's why we have to kill Jews or something like that. I challenge you to go and prove something Jewish about Karl Marx, because he was a Lutheran Christian. He's a product of the German Protestant Reformation. But anyway, I'm losing my mind. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just trying to expose this. So if you think that the Catholic Church is just okay, and I know some Jews that are mixed marriages or whatever like that, you better watch out. Because, a lady that's a Reformed Jew, she's like, oh, she was explaining to me some good things about the Templars. You're kidding me, right? The Templars? Have you lost your mind? It's like they made an industry out of killing people that were not only just for being Jews, killing people for being Jews, which they did, right? But they made a business out of killing anybody that's not Catholic, right? Which is pure Roman imperialism crap. Okay. Yeah, this is the thing too. They lose. This is the thing and this is a Roman construct. This Christianity thing and the Protestant Reformation is really a reaction to the Roman construct. What do I mean by that? The Romans would, in course of their imperial progress, they would eat stuff and crap it out, the Roman intestine. And that's essentially what, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend people, but that's what Catholicism is. The regurgitation, the Romans ate something. They ate Reformed Judaism, House of Hillel and House of Shammai. If you actually study the thought of that you get a garbled remnant of in the Gospels or whatever, you're going to find all this stuff about what God has joined together, let no man break asunder, the marriage vows and everything. That's Bet Shammai, right? It's Sadducean. And then that which is hateful to you, do not do to others. The golden rule at the found. It's like do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's the Romans ate it, swallowed it, pooped it out their butts, and got it messed up, right? It's supposed to be that which is hateful to you, do not do to others, right? Which it does change it, but this is the transformation of Judaism in the period. I see House of Shammai as a reaction of established Jews, and House of Hillel as House of Hillel. Hillel came from Iraq, right? And I challenge you, you can go into the Talmud and there's all this stuff. Let's go piss Hillel off. Like, I think it's the Shabbat 31a or something like that around there. There's like, they actually hire somebody. They're like, we can go tease Hillel until he violates his own principles. And then he doesn't, famously, right? And that's kind of the reason why his thought kind of won through during his lifetime. And this is just stuff that I've studied from my own personal study, and I try to be as forthcoming about that as possible. But I did study this stuff for many years because I was from a really mixed family. You try to understand each other and everything. And I've been to Catholic churches for years, and there's a long story behind that. And unless you go to Mass every single day, you don't get it. No. And they did a Pew research study that showed Catholics, there's nobody that knows less about religion in the entire world than Catholics. Right. But anyway, yeah, my wife was like, I hate the Catholic churches. This is a place where old women go to disparage people, cut people down and insult them and talk about them behind their back. Hate it. And she was like, she's Filipina, and she's like, we've been colonized for years with stuff crammed down our throat. I don't want to go. And I was like, good for you. That's a step in the right direction. Since you're not going to Mass, I'll just go to temple. Yeah, I do know how to develop Roblox games, and if you come on, I'm not a super expert at Roblox. I did more. My really hardcore game development is on. I'm an old guy. I taught game development, first-person shooter game development on the Dassault Virtuals engine, which is no longer sold or supported. I think it was developed by the French military or a French military manufacturer, Dassault. But that's where I started out with game development. That's kind of when I entered into the flow, and I taught how to do game development on Dassault Virtuals, and then I did environment development on Unity. I worked for Linden Lab, which is the company that has Second Life in Blocks World. They used to have Sansar. I worked for them for several years. They were a disaster. So I know how to develop somewhat on Sansar. Sansar has changed hands about 3 times. Don't install it. It'll make your computer overheat. because it's like, this is the story with Linden Lab. Linden Lab is the kind of company that hires a lot of people that can't do anything with computers, right? They can't even, you tell them how to get their computer game to run by clearing the cache, right? Or something like that. And they can't even do that, right? So they've got all people in top leadership that are making decisions, right? And then what they do is they're like, well, we only need people that know how to do game development until the game is developed, and then we're going to fire them, right? So naturally, since they have no long-term people on their product that were really familiar with it, that really wrote it from the ground up, because they keep doing that. Oh, well, it's working now. Let's fire all the engineers, right? And then there's a problem, and some other engineer comes in, and he starts patching it up, because, he's not intimately in that work of art. It's like, imagine, it's like Xenophon and Thucydides. Thucydides didn't finish writing the Peloponnesian War, and Xenophon comes along and he starts finishing it. It's hard to understand Xenophon, I think, when you're reading Thucydides or whatever, and you try to read Xenophon, it's like, but anyway, that's probably a false equivalency. But a lot of programmers would say that the Sansar stuff is just cobbled together, and yeah, bad company. But they're trying to fix it now. They've changed hands the third time. I don't know, but it still makes your computer overheat if you just have a warning. They were like talking about that. We should have a warning that your computer is installing Sansar. Warning: your computer is about to install Sansar. Because it may burn, it may catch on fire. Because it's got a bunch of idiots like in management. All right, so let me stop this. Yeah, I want to say one thing about Christianity, and that is, well, the thing that came up in my lifetime is that Thomas, one of the apostles, his tomb is in India, right? It's in Chennai. So not only is it in the Indian subcontinent, it's deep in the Indian subcontinent. And not only that, but it's on the east coast across India, right? So if that's really Thomas, right? Wow. He made it really, really far. And I mean, who wouldn't run from Israel in those days? That's what they were doing. Man, we're getting out of here. Because, it took a while, but 135 in the suppression of the Bar Kokhba revolt was the last big crushing of, it's a sad, but anyway, the Thomas, later on, the Gospel of Thomas turned up. And we know Mark, the earliest gospel, we have an early church father that says fake. What did he? Well, no, I'm not going to say he said it's fake. He basically did. Papias, and Papias or Papias or whatever, is an early church father that knew the guy that wrote the Gospel of Mark. Right? We call it the Gospel of Mark because they're like, well, we think it may be John Mark of the and that's recorded in the Acts of the Apostles. Is the Acts of the Apostles, is any of that really real? We don't know. But anyway, this Gospel of Thomas turns up, and it's Gnostic. And I would, and Gnosticism was suppressed by the Romans. And when they suppress something with vigor, you've got to be, you want to take a close look at that. But the reason I bring it up is like Gnosticism has parallels to Hinduism, very strong parallels to Hinduism. And we know there's syncretism with Jews and other religions of the world, right? Big time. I mean, Ahab, for God's sake. In the commentaries, Ahab is like, he says to Elijah, he's like, there's no idol. There is no idol to which I have not given homage. And yet we enjoy all the blessings and abundance. So you say, what What Moses has said, if you say that what Joshua has said will come to pass, when what Moses has said did not come to pass. So you're saying Joshua is greater than Moses, that what he says is going to come to pass? You're full of crap, right? So there is syncretism, right? And also, there was a mandate in the late period of Alexander the Great for intermarriage, where high public officials were intermarried east and west or whatever, because he was like, we have to get a unified, if this empire that I built is going to hold together, we've got to do a cultural unification thing. And Antiochus Epiphanes was not about that, apparently, because they immediately the Egyptians fought the Greeks and etc. The Greeks, the Jews or whatever, Antiochus Epiphanes, and it broke up. But I'll give you another sound. You go to Solomon, Ecclesiastes, and people go, well, that's not, Solomon didn't write. That's attributed to Solomon. Some people believe it was written by Solomon, but it's old. It's old. There's no eternal soul in that. It's like, you're dirt, buddy. Look, God called you. Look, this is our ancient tradition. God made you out of the dirt of the ground, right? And when you die, look what happens when you die. There it is. You can see it in front of your eyes. You turn back into dirt. You decompose, and you go back to the dirt of the ground, right? And that's the truth, right? Look at it with your eyes, right? That's Ecclesiastes says that. All this stuff about the afterlife and the angelic host, that's obviously Persian, and it's not. It's syncretism. It's Jews absorbing the Persian elements of the Persian religion, which in turn is related. There's syncretism with that in Hinduism. And my point is about mentioning Ecclesiastes is at that point there's no eternal soul, but the eternal soul, right, is pretty strong in Judaism now. People are like the world to come and stuff like that. But a lot of Jews are like, yeah, kind of chuckling or whatever. You go to the dirt, the ashes to ashes and dust to dust, right? That's our belief system. This other stuff got added on later, and there's a lot of evidence that it did. But if Thomas, back to the Gospel of Mark, Papias, he tells the early church father, he's like, this stuff in Gospel of Mark, it never happened. He's like, yeah, I followed Peter around. Here's a guy that goes to an early church father who wrote the Gospel of Mark, and he said, well, he got killed, and we were supposed to make it look like it revealed that he was still the Messiah, that was something that was revealed later on, which the Sabbateans did the same thing, right? He converted to Islam, well, he's still the Messiah. He's dead, he's still the Messiah. But how do you get that? You get that because you got a group of people here that have made a total commitment. They put everything on this guy, and the guy got killed, right? So they're like, well, since I put everything on this, I'm sticking with it. I'm going to say, well, he's still the Messiah anyway. The book of Samuel says you're not supposed to ask for a Messiah. It's another Pharaoh, you moron. Go read your own prophets, right? Anybody that asks for a Messiah rejects God. That's what is said to Samuel. Samuel says, maybe Samuel's schizophrenia, hallucinatory, or whatever, and he's hearing voices and stuff. But what did the voice say? The voice said, don't feel sad that don't feel like they've rejected you by asking for a Messiah. No, they rejected God. They rejected me, and their Messiah is going to do all these bad things to them. And when their Messiah does all these bad things, they're going to cry out to me for help. And in that day, I'm not going to answer. Book of Samuel, go read it. Everybody should. We shouldn't be looking for a Messiah, kings and stuff, monarchy. No, that's not what our religion's about. It's about us coming back to something that we lost. From dust you came. Vanity. Or futility. All the Christians always translate Ecclesiastes very carefully, and they say vanity because they don't want to say futility, right? But that's what it means, futility. right? And you'll do all this work, and then your son will be a jerk, and he'll get everything, and he dies. It's futile. And this is the hard labor that God has put on us, useless, futile, and a chase after wind. And like Christians are like, well, that's incomplete. It's like all this psychological stuff going on for psychological catharsis. Go back to Isaiah. Lo, the righteous perisheth. Look, the righteous perisheth, and no one taketh notice. That's what it says. They do not understand God has taken this one because of the evil. In other words, if you dig up all the toxic pollutants from the last extinction and spread them all over the world, good people are going to die as well. All the good people will die. And in fact, the people that dug up the oil and are burning it all everywhere and dug up the uranium stuff and making all this poisonous cancer causing, they're killing lots of good people, and the good people are dying before our eyes, right? And these people are like, oh, well, I'm digging up all this oil, making all this money. Whatever that ancient tradition was is just a lot of bullshit, right? And that's why Isaiah says they do not understand that God has taken this righteous person because of the evil, right? You made evil everywhere. People can't live. Doesn't matter if they're good or evil, or they could do everything in righteousness. They're still going to get cancer because you're not doing what you should be doing in order for you to live. For your, like, this is what is it? God, Abraham had an experience. Somebody said, Abraham was a nut. He cut his pecker. When, he was so, but he had some experience. Here's a guy, Abraham, he had some experience, that was so intense that he would cut his own foreskin, right? He had something happen. He was crazy. Somebody could say that. Maybe it was what he was, but what he had, what he had. No, I gotta stop it. He's like gripping. He's getting that lock on to the reality that we know. He's getting away from sort of cathartic stuff where you say, if I do some ritual, it's going to be okay. Or if I do some magic spell, it's going to be okay. Some sorcery or magic will solve my problems. Or the idea that that evil people are going to get tortured in hell. This is a big problem, and the Greeks talked about this. If everybody thinks, oh, well, I don't have to worry about people that are doing evil and causing everybody to die, because they're going to get tortured forever in hell, that's a disaster, man. It's catharsis, and it's bad catharsis, right? Because it's changing the way that you act. But okay, no, I lost my train of thought. I have attention deficit disorder. Abraham had this thing. If you go with me, brother, your offspring will outnumber the stars. All right, as it stands right now, doesn't look like the human race is even going to get off the frickin' planet, right? If we're going to outnumber the stars, we need to change something that we're doing. What did they do? They were told not to choose a Messiah. They chose a Messiah, right? They said it's going to be a disaster. All right. Well, the first one, he commits adultery or Saul, he makes an industry out of the war, right? In other words, if you keep anything from war with the Amalekites, right, what you've done is you profited from the plunder or whatever. You've made a business out of warfare. There'll be no end to it. It's going to mean you're destroyed, right? This is a way of seeing it if you open your eyes wide enough. That's why Saul was like, out, right? Okay, well then David comes in and all the stuff about, well, he's going to get all the gales. He's going to put, and then it's going to be chaos, right? All right, so he did all that. And then committed adultery and all that stuff. And then Solomon, I guess Bathsheba's son after the one that died, right? He's got 700 wives. That is, and you can see in that, like, people thinking, oh, well, we're followers of Abraham, so our king should have 700 wives, so his offspring will outnumber the stars. That's a good way to assure that your offspring are not going to outnumber the stars. to go against what the teaching is, what the core teaching is, just fly in the face of it. Choose a new Pharaoh. I showed you all these miracles and brought you out of Egypt, right? And you want a Pharaoh? You want a Messiah? I knew you were going to do that. God, it's like, I'm geschwitzt, right? That, yeah, maybe. This is the thing. Go back to Numbers. God is not man. It's in Numbers. That's a very old. God is not man that he should. What is it? Promise and not fulfill. God is not man that he should repent. Neither is he the son of man that he should repent. Yeah, and this is, I mean, there's a back and forth between the Kabbalists and the Maimonidean thought. You know, I would make the case that, to the best of my education, that there is an Aristotelianizationalism of Maimonides, right, where he is Aristotelianizing or Judaism, right? But he's like, anything where you say God has an arm or he reaches out his mighty arm or something like that, you've made an image already, right? And in a sense, I think that's a very valid argument. But Maimonides, of course, kind of took it in my classes growing up on Maimonides, and I have not studied. Who can finish all those books? They're huge. You know, I've tried, but you really got to focus on that. But Maimonides, the thing that it was given to me was that, well, some Jews felt that, well, what happened was Maimonides said, well, everything in the law that's given to us is for our good, is for our protection. So that means, oh, well, yeah, pork has trichinosis, so Jews don't eat pork. God gave them that to protect them from trichinosis. But now that Jews know that, then we can just cook the pork more, right, and make sure it's well done, and then we can eat pork. And then you're looking at a problem with assimilation, being assimilated, right? Where one of the things that you're missing is that some of these traditions are part of making a community of cohesion, of doing the same thing. That has good and bad aspects too. But one professor that I did the class with, David B. Ruderman, a Ruderman than me, because my name is David, right? That's how I remember. David B. Ruder than me. Ruderman. Anyway, he's a good teacher, but the way I got it from him is that there's one view of the Kabbalists that say that they wanted to make Judaism something that was really creating a strong bond, that if you were going to get deep into Judaism, you had to get deep into this mysticism, that you really needed to be really Jewish. You needed Aramaic, you needed Hebrew, and you needed to just to start with the Kabbalah, you really needed to know the 5 books of Moses, because we're going to take every single line of that and make it and say that there's more to it than just what the words say. Now, the problem is that with that is you can create a lot of people that say it means whatever I say it means, right? So you find that Heinrich Gratz or whatever, man, he hates the Kabbalists. He uses terminology like, there was a swarm. To call a group of Kabbalists a swarm, that's kind of dehumanizing. I'm having trouble finishing. I've read up to Volume 5. I'm in the middle of Volume 5 of Heinrich Gratz's History of the Jews, and it's great. I think it should be read over and over again. It's fantastic. But when you get to Volume 5, man, he really hates mysticism. He's the Mitnagdim. He's the big representative against the Hasidim of the Mitnagdim. And, you know, for me, in my spirituality and everything, it's like I have this submission to the infinite, which is just my construct of God. That it's like I can't construct God, and my thing is that God, being infinite, permeates everything about my existence, but yet I am just a very, very, very tiny, undetectable speck of it, and yet the infinite power of God permeates me, right? And by total submission and total humility, I manifest good things, right? I don't think I'll ever manifest great things because I'm an outcast. My father never gave me his name. And he couldn't. He would have lost his job because he was getting it on the sly. But this is an interesting story about my life too. If you read the Jewish commentaries in conservative Judaism, it says that David was out in the back because he was not legitimate, right? He was a mamzer because what is said in the commentaries is that Nisbat said, his wife said, is that, oh, well, David was out back because of a ruse that we played on Jesse, which was this. Jesse wanted to have sex with a slave girl, right? So me, his wife, I surreptitiously disguised myself as the slave girl, and then Jesse was caught unawares and impregnated me, and this has all been a trick. And so we just kept David out in the back to maintain the trick against Jesse. But now that now that the prophet wants to anoint him as the king or whatever, no, he's my real son, and he legitimized. And that's Nisbat is how she. And then the commentary goes, so that explains why David is actually the offspring of Nisbat, his wife, and Jesse, and not the offspring of a slave. And so, yeah, my father, because he had a secret relationship, he was married, and he had a secret relationship with my mother. He could never give me his name. He's been passed away for many decades now. But he would have lost his job. But my mom, in choosing my name, she planted that seed, and she was a big reader of, every kind of text that she could lay her hand on. She was totally fascinated by Gnosticism and pseudepigrapha and the texts of Hinduism and texts of Buddhism and Kabbalah. And so from a very early age, like the father figure was my sister's husband, and he's like a Polish Jew, and they're like Trotskyists, and he's like, that's a lot of baloney, He was more Mitnagdim than me. But my mom was really into it, and so the combination of this in my life made me, I grew up being really immersed in Kabbalistic literature, and also Gershom Scholem, and but also Isaac Bashevis Singer. I'm a big reader of Yiddish literature, and now that I'm no longer studying Chinese, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to studying Yiddish. So send money for the fund, and I'll whenever anybody sends me money, I'm going to keep public track of it, exactly how it's spent. But we're going to start a Yiddish school, and we're going to have math, and we're going to have Yiddish, and we're going to have Hebrew, and we're going to start a school, right? We're going to do that. So send me money, and I'll make it public. Here it is. Here's how much was sent, and make it. I'll tell everybody exactly how it's getting spent. I'll let people get involved in managing it, and so on. But let's do this thing. I'm looking at now in my life that Yiddish is really getting lost. People have really done a lot to keep it a living language, but no. When I go to temple and I speak, like Lomer's the Kieberbait, and people should be able to understand that. They can't. Yeah. Mein Ruheplatz, right? Nicht so viel, wo die Mitten klingen, gefindest mich dort mit meinen Schatz, wo Lebenswelken bei Maschinen, dort ist mein Ruheplatz. I always say that line because I think it's like this game, right? By machining, right? Anyway. So, yeah, God is not man. And I'm sure I lost RFD ST. I'm sorry. I'll have a class at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I tell you what, right now, let me go get the link to the Google Classroom thing. And I'm going to put it on my stream, and you can get in. Wait. Bear with me for a second. I'm trying to get my join info. Should have got the calendar. Test. Okay, my audio is working. I need to set it to OBS virtual camera. That's working too. Dang it! I don't want to be in here. I should have just gone to the calendar. All right, now I've entered my Google Classroom, and what I need to do is copy the join info. Copy joining info. Okay, now close this. Now get me out of here. Okay, I left the meeting. All right, and close this down. Close this down. Okay, so in my chat here, you know, Netanyahu's father is a historian, and you know, they say it's kind of right wing, really right wing or whatever like that. And but I don't know. This is one of the issues that I took with David B. Ruderman, is that David B. Ruderman, and granted he's a big academic, so they have to deal with all the pressures of academia and don't step on toes and ruin other people's PhD theses or whatever like that. But Benjamin Netanyahu's father is a historian, and he makes the case, and Ruderman's the one who said this. I haven't read cover to cover his stuff, but he says that he said that the Spanish Inquisition was just out to get money, right? That it was pure filthy lucre, you know, that they just wanted to get their hands on the money, the resources of people, the traders, the Moors, the Muslims, the Jews, or wherever. They wanted to grab all their cash and get them out of the way, take everything that belongs with them, expel them from the country, right? And Ruderman points out that now that the Catholic archives of the Inquisition are opening or whatever, that people that are studying that are like, well, these people are very sincere, you know, about what they're doing. They really believe, you know, that they're saving people from the fires of hell and all that stuff like that. And I'm sort of like, they say they believe it, right? And they definitely want to cover their tracks. I mean, they could be next to get burned if this whole house of cards collapses, right? They'd be the first up on the pyre, right? So yeah, they're serious about, but you know, saying that it's all about, you know, saving you or whatever. But really, yeah, they just want to. I'm with Netanyahu Senior on that. They just wanted the money, and they don't believe that stuff. They may say they do. I mean, back then, if you didn't believe it, you get tortured, killed. Yeah, I believe it. Whatever. All right, so that's my class info. 3 p.m. games class. And if you get on there, I'll make a special segue into Roblox FPS. Like we'll bring up the first person shooter template and do some work with it. It's easy. It's a great place to begin game development with. All right, so let's see if Walking Dead's here. There he is. Groovy. Come on, Walking Dead. Come on, Walking Dead. Walking Dead, join the team. All right, here we go. Lord help. Interesting conversation this morning. I've been teaching for many years, so I can speak at great length on a lot of different topics. But yeah, this thing with the Catholic Nazis or whatever, the Knights Templar, I couldn't take it. No, that's it. That's the last time I'm going, setting foot in a Catholic church. You guys are nuts. Where'd he go? Oh, there you go. Man, Walking Dead. Brother. He diving in too. Rap me like he ain't scared. That's what it is. It's because these are both bots. Oh, thank you. That's such a. I love your professionalization. Oh, no. They gonna kill us, bro. Humiliation. Bots, killed by bots. On the spot. He killed them both. All right. So he just need to get warmed up. That's what he was probably having a blunt. Take out this brother's shield. Oh. Keep your retreat open, bro. I would like to see you staying alive, because I like the way you throw your shield wide. Yeah, you just stand. That's a very bot-esque thing you just did.
Dang you! Stupid bot. How'd you hit him like that? Death Singer. Are you a cantor at your temple? Death Singer. Hey, how you doing? 625. Okay, I saw it right when it came up. Singer is also a Jewish name, but it's like a like Schwartz or something like that. It's a name that it's given to Jews to indicate something about what they do. Oh, you play Division 2, Season Division 2. Oh my God. You ready to get up in the top 500? I'll join you even if you have 10,000 squad power. I think that's funny. And Walking Dead, actually, shout out to Walking Dead. This guy here, he's the one that started adding me into these teams, 5 versus 5, where somebody had 10,000 squad power, 11,000 squad power, and I'm like, ah! It's a style of playing, where, okay, I can't be seen by a robot. I can't be. Only thing you can do is like pop out, just for pop, just a pop, and just pop, and pop. No, it's got a helix, right? Okay. Yeah, step down there. That's stupid. Where is this? Oh, is he already done? No, there she is. There she is. Oh, helix, right, girl. Okay, now that you're dang thing. Stupid shield, help. Man, you can't hit nothing with that lasagna love. I always when I used to think they were real people, I thought, well, either that's some beautiful Italian girl that makes the lasagna, right? Or it's a big fat guy that just eats lasagna all the time. But it's actually a bot. Yeah, Plarium was founded in Israel. That's right, in Herzliya, and it's got a lot of real brainiac people working for them. But now it's owned by one of the biggest, one of the big giant gambling machine. It's an Australian gambling machine company, I think, that owns Plarium now. Bought them for huge sums or whatever. But Herzliya is traditionally a place for great Jewish entrepreneurialization systems. All right. Okay, that's your ID. Okay, I'm in 2 versus 2 right now with my good, but he's playing on a smartphone too, by the way. Walking Dead is on a smartphone. Oh, fusion cannon, no. Okay, back up. Let me get you up to 100%. I get coin for that. Good. All right, come on. 100%. Good as new badge. Oh, man. I knew if that hit me one time. You see what I'm saying? I got hit once with that fragment gun, and it was all my hit points were gone. Zap. Turkey. I did see that was a freaking reflex. Bad sport. You need to not have those reflex with sophisticated equipment. What if that was a real battle situation, man? Blow your EMP just because you're twitching. Twitching. Get it? Twitch TV. Oh, is that what it's gonna be? Empty magazine? Yeah, good. One, two. Here I am. 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's already dead. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna Death Slinger. Death Slinger. Death Singer. Hold on a second. Let me go Agit. See if I. I'm trying to copy his. We're gonna look at his hanger. Anybody wants to come on my stream so I can show your hanger on the stream? By all means, man. Let's narcissizationalize this behind it, man. That's what we need. All right. So am I full? Let's see. 95. I should have a space. 36 million. Man, you've been around for a while. I'm sending an invite right now, bro. Okay, I just sent you a friend. Okay, invitations. I can't be adding just everybody. What is your Macarena name? Child, so I can get you. Your hanger up here. Hold on, let me tell Walking Dead. Hold on a second, Walking Dead. Death Slinger 17. Let's see. He dropped in, man. I left my man, man. I abandoned and sensationalized him. Let's see. Invitations. Death Singer. Okay. I got an invitation for you, bro. You gotta acceptize it. Exceptionalization it. I know how. Yeah, I know how to talk. It's a running gag with me. They hired this. I was working in a ghetto school, in the black ghetto over here in Atlanta, and they hired this white woman. Man, she was like getting mad at people for not talking right. So I've been making a joke, like deliberately talking wrong all of a sudden. You know, people know. They know how to act like they're a honky. They know. They can talk like that, but they don't. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, we got a Guardian level 5. Ooh, you need to get that rank up there. Okay, Nova is inviting me to a battle. I've got to accept it. I'm sorry. We'll get back to you shortly. Need to upgrade that Guardian. Need to get it all pink stars. What is it? I always see that thing in the chat. Your hanger is all pink stars, man. In the pink. Where'd she go? Nova. I dated this girl from Indonesia named Nova. She could kiss. Oh man, she's the best kisser. My wife's sort of embarrassed of all her dentures. So she's not a big super duper kisser. But Nova. Oh my gosh, she was a real good kisser. And I could have married her. I really could. She was like looking for a husband. She liked me, boy. But I was like, you know, I know she was from Indonesia. I was like, I know a lot about Indonesia, but not enough. To take that step. You know, there was another Indonesian girl in the restaurant where I was working. And she was like, come on, man. She's practically taking off her clothes and brought me over to her house. And, you know, she did. She was like ready to go. And, but on the wall was a picture of her family. And her father's like an Indonesian general, you know. It's like you don't want to get married to somebody that's got like her dad is a war criminal, you know. He's like trying to escape. But Nova, man, she was a beautiful Indonesian girl. I think she ended up with her immigration lawyer. She was hot. But she was in, you know, this conflict stuff that it's like there's complexities in the Indonesian military across cultural and religious lines. So they can have, you know, like a military that's a combination of Muslims and Christians and Javanese and the different Indonesian ethnic groups and so on. They can have that, but if they're in some region of the country where it's really broken down into a religious war or whatever, and Muslims are killing Christians or whatever, then what the danger you're facing is that the military itself will disintegrate along those lines. That the Muslim soldiers will start killing the Christian, the Catholics, and etc. Well, don't, you know, you diddle-daddling around in front of my pulse cannon, man. What do you expect? Man, come on. Oh, man, his guy's cursing. Shiash is his name. With Arc Torrent. 80,000 damage. Yeah, like, I can withstand that. Okay. Okay. Man, why are we losing? Good. Okay, hurry. We got 22 seconds. We got to beat these guys. Come on. Child. Oh, Nova, look out. She don't want to go up here. I don't want to go up here either. She don't. Good. Turkey. No, we're dead. We lost. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's go back to the man's hangar. Death Singer. Are you related to Isaac Bashevis Singer? I'm Schwartzinger. Black Singer, that means. There's a story behind that. Ooh, deathmatch tickets. Deathmatch tickets. Deathmatch tickets. Yeah, that's what I love. Okay. All right. Hold on. Where's the man's hangar? Let's go. No, back. Okay. Yeah, over here. Invitations. Outgoing. Death Singer. A loco. A loco. Right? Una mesa para dos personas, por favor. Okay, the Guardian. Okay, and let's see. Your Arc Torrent. 31,750. That's reasonable. Oh, but this one. Ooh, ow. 54,000. Ouch. Don't tase me, bro. Okay, you got a Bastion. Let's see. I really don't know how to rate these things. 8 HP, 88. My MD's got, past 75, I think. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, you know what I didn't look at is your pilot. You could come up on these pilots and get them maxed out. Let's see. Gauss rifle. What is the deal with the Gauss rifle? I don't understand. That's more like it. Missile rack ain't. That's what I like. And Neymar Jr. Got them implants working. You need to take it higher and higher, baby. There you go. She's up there. Knock her up to that 17%. It makes a difference. Oh, the Songs of War. Okay, yeah. Singer is also it's Jews in the diaspora in Europe or whatever would get the name singer, but it would indicate that they were a cantor or something like that, or Sforz, or like Ginsberg. And I didn't, Nickelsburg is like sort of like Nickel Hill, or Trachtenberg, right? Is like Thinker's Hill, right? So Jews would have that name. It's like a location, right? So I used to say, so Ginsberg invented comic books, right? That's Maxwell Gaines. William Gaines' father is a guy. He was a school teacher. So no, before attention deficit, you can read about him. But his Maxwell Gaines, that's from the name Ginsberg. I used to say, well, is that like the gin distillery hill where they make gin or whatever? No, Ginsberg actually is you get that from a place named near a river. It's the Gens River, right? So it's like the hill by the Gens River. So I'm interested in names and stuff, where they come from and why people have them and stuff. Names with like if in China, if somebody becomes a very high official or very powerful person, their name can become taboo, even if their name is like for just a noun for some word in the Chinese language. So you get these characters in the Chinese language that say something like plum, right? Li became an emperor, right? So they don't. I've never heard Chinese use Li to actually represent plums. I think they use a different word. Could be wrong, but yeah, you get this where the first thing that happens is somebody becomes powerful, and their family name then becomes taboo. They get another name, and that's supposed to, ward off the magic spells and evil eyes and stuff like that. And so what a phenomena that I find, and this is especially post-revolution, is that Like I had this. No, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, very beautiful Chinese girl, and her name meant the rambling beneficent beauty, right? And she did not know what the characters of her name meant. And I found that on numerous occasions. I asked Chinese, "Oh, that's an interesting character for your name. What's the history of that character? What does that character actually stand for? What does it mean?" 不知道. They don't know. Right? That's also, post Mao kind of thing. That's right. Chairman Mao may come back, man. He was their Messiah. He was. People still worship him like Jesus, man. They have shrines or whatever. You can go way out in the countryside, man, and go into. They don't have to pretend that for political reasons or whatever like that. No, they're burning incense. The Mao is like the father of, he's of all. He's like God. He's and they'll have a little shrine in their house where their household god is Chairman Mao, and they're burning incense and stuff. There's a story about they're making some really trying to make a really real cool new version of the Long March, and they have this Mao Zedong look-alike, right? And they're way out in the Chinese countryside, and they get raided by bandits. This is a true story. In the hills, the bandits of the hills. That's a very, very old Chinese thing that you have, right? And so they get raided by bandits, and on the bus, they're going out there to make this Chairman Mao Long March TV show thing, right? And on the bus, these guys are like, okay, everybody, we're stealing everything, You want to live, don't. And all of a sudden they get up to the guy, the Chairman Mao guy, and they're all just like, and they're like, no, put everything down. They all like, they're all like, no, man. You guys, you're cool. You go on, this Chairman Mao looking guy, man. And now it's like a god. All right, so let's see what else we got here. I've never had or used a Redeemer. Are those cool? Yeah, it's basically, if you want to get to the reality of the Chinese people, if your family and your people or whatever, your town or whatever, benefited from Chairman Mao, that they saw a life change or whatever, they love you, right? They really, really do. They sing hymns to you just like you're Jesus or something like that. But if they were big landlords and they had relatives that were killed because they had all this property and stuff like that, they hate him. And they're like, we want to go and kill every single person that ever joined the Communist Party, like as revenge for our own family, turn China into an ocean of blood, right? So that's the reality. And you find people are just, that's the way people are. If they benefited from Chairman Mao, they love him, and the majority actually benefited from him. And that's why the New York Times, I think it's the New Yorker, ran some big article about why are Chinese youth now bringing back, Chairman Mao and dreaming of Chairman Mao. How could that ever possibly happen? Stockholm syndrome and all this stuff like. Well, how's it 2 generations later, Stockholm syndrome? How is that? Right? No, they're bringing him back because his thought looks to them as a way that they can get out of their poverty, which is what Mao did for a lot of people, has got them out of their poverty. All right. Yeah, get your pilots up to topped out, right? That's fairly straightforward, and that'll give you the 17%, right? I don't know where I think I have only one, is the purple Epic? Yeah, Epic. Okay, so the purple is Epic, And I don't. And then above that is legendary, right? But anyway, I gotta get back. But thanks for coming on. I hope you'll follow me and send me lots of money so I can survive and save up for my daughter to go to college and start a school. We're gonna start a Hebrew school and a Yiddish, but it's gonna have Yiddish. And we'll be very transparent. You'll be able to see everything we're doing with our money. But send me money. I hope I'm dying over here. No, I'm just kidding. Not. Okay, Walking Dead. I'm gonna wait right here, see if I can get my man. I am Jer. Be of good Jer. Oh, he in a battle now. No. Let me go play a 2 versus 2. Maybe I can get back with him later. Bongo? What kind of team is that? Oh no. Man, you need to get under cover, Bongo, you moron. You're dead. I'm dead. I'm trying to help you. And Ascrypticus. Ascorpotesticus. I don't like you, buddy. Okay, he just unloaded his helix rack, so... How did he do so quick? I don't know. Dang. Can't believe they're tearing us up. Well, okay. They're gonna win. Hold on. This is not a bot screen name. Can you believe that? I have no hope against this guy. I don't, it's like, why should I even stand out there? Just to get destroyed. It's the only reason. Look at that. It goes all the way around the corner. Boring. Somewhat interesting, I guess. $111 blueprints, and I'm maxed up. Yeah, okay, I'm in good shape. Claim 50 pilot marks. The Accolade Challenge, I just beat that. I didn't even know it. I also got that 25,000 on the spin. I was like, yeah, I love it. Let me just bask in that. Nice. Love it. Achievements. Zephyr 51%. Preemptive. Use Zephyr to kill 270 attacker mechs. Wait a minute. You kidding me, right? I made the full thing. Awesome. Need to improve my skills. I need to take a look and see. Oh, I can't upgrade her. Oh, I gotta increase her rank. Okay, so she needs to rank up. That's right. Okay, so let's open her up. Dang it. Okay, so this is the deal. I'm supposed to leave this alone and see if my XP will just take care of those A-coin issues. That's what a guy told me this. He says, don't just pop off your A-coins on those things because the pilot XP will just take care of that. She'll come up automatically. But I don't see it happening, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna stay here for a minute. Read some comic books. See if Walking Dead turns out. This is a great drawing. This is an ad too. You know, I've said this before. This is Will Elder that drew this. So if you're self-conscious in a BO, body odor, buying out crowd, if panic goes poof too quickly, where you browse. If you'd rather perspire until the next issue comes in, then subscribe. Fill out the coupon. Close $1. Give them poof. You'd be able to have them. It'll be guaranteed. Fill out the coupon and close $1 for 8 issues and mail. Just give the envelope a gentle squeeze and poof. Say goodbye to order problems. The only thing you'll have left to worry about then is an offensive mailman. July 1954. Oh, Walking Dead. There he goes. Hopefully we don't meet Scripticus again. Scorpticus? Scorpius? Yeah, sitting up there with a rocket, a helix rack. Completely goes around the corner. You know, you just hit the button and guaranteed kill. Yeah, wow, that's exciting. I'm on Jack Kilranda and Sasquatch up in here too. Man, you forgot the dang fence, bro. There you go. That's more like it. Come on, empty your magazine over here, boy. Oh, thank you, sir. Get back. If I'm inside, does it hit? Man, I got my Randa was jacked. Jacked up my Randa. Surprise. Let's solve that question. That was bad playing right there. Prime example. Stupid on steroids. Are you gonna get any damage whatsoever? So I could not see him moving. Oh well, I guess that took him down. No comment. Don't go over there, man. Well. Oh, I hate you. Did not kill him either. I stood my ground. Fool. Man, I'm stuck up in here, man. I can't do nothing. No. Got to be careful. These guys are fierce. Watch out. Good shot. Stupid taser. Come on, run. My fault. Run like hell. Oh. 97,000 HP. Completely overpowered. 100,000 HP. Lord help. That mama's so fat she need her own zip code. Who you gonna call? I'm scared, man. The Ghostbuster. It's the Ghostbuster. They'll kill me. I don't want to die, man. Please keep me alive, Lord. The Ghostbuster. Oh, Lord. Dan Aykroyd. We about to die, man. These guys have freaking probably got everything. They done spent $20,000 on all their fusion cannon ridiculousness. They probably got the Scorpticus and the Scripticus and the Eucalyptus robot. That's what they need next. Is a Eucalyptus robot. Good. I like to step out and see a cloud, a mushroom cloud where you was. Ooh, are you way up there and you don't even want to come down here? Chicken. He about to surge down on my behind. Watch it. Can't believe you. Help. Good job, Walking Dead. Light me a little bit of rocket mortar. He got a dang donkey on his shield. Prince, what is it? I don't even remember this issue. He doing a dang do the twist, and it goes like this. Oh, I popped you a little bit. Touched you. Ooh, they're hanging back, man. They're so scared of us. Ooh, you got me mad now. Good shot. Stay back. Beautiful. Prince Violent. Oh, God, come on. What's a bot? Lisby Salander? Ouch. She's serious, man. Get me out of here. Help. Fusion cannon. Man, if she touched me with that, I'm dead. And here come this other fool. Overpowered. What y'all? Well, I guess that makes it interesting. Oh, I got my 100%. Good as new badge. Help. If she get over here with that taser, man, I messed up. Help. Help. Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Oh, hell. Nope. No escape. Good. Child, get back. I'm about to pop you. Walking Dead about to pop you. Unless he get popped. He about to be popped like a balloon with his hit points down that low. Where is it? Where is it even is? I don't know where else it even is. Oh, see, I told you he was about to pop. Oh, I don't want that taser over here. How did he get up? Oops. It happens to the best of us. Oh, man, it went down there. That's good. Sort of. Fusion cannon. Help me, please. Don't kill me. Oh. Need my dang 100% badge, man. Come on, let me heal you. There you go. There you go. Reload. Ooh, give me that 100% badge. Yeah, bro. All right, don't get hit. There's a taser behind you. Turn around, fool. Walking Dead. Man, somebody need to get their belt. Tan your hide, bro. What you doing? That's okay. You're like, yippee, blam, I'm dead. That's what happens in real war too, I think. I chopped off that guy's head. Whoosh. Look at his eyes are open wide. Splice T will swarm on any robot in a blue uniform. It's an MD back there. I can see him jacking up his hit points. Healing. Double KO. Good, those are hard to get. Man, I love you, brother. My main man. Dang you, Walking Dead. Dang you. Oh, there you go. Oh, I don't want to meet that fusion cannon. Helix rack. That sucks. Oh, he got it. It's all bots too. I should probably go to intermission. $270 gold medals for assist. That's going to be level 5. $222 out of 270. I'm on the road. All right, I gotta step away. Please send donations to David McBride, 1963. Lord.
Guys, got to get off the stream here. Hold on. Okay, folks. Hold on. There she is. She's up. Can you show Ellie to the folks at home? Yay! And Ellie's up too. Actually, our car is in the shop at the Firestone or whatever, and it's just had new tires put on it. Yay! We're going to Disney World. This Chinese millionaire family is going to give us an all-expense paid trip to Disney World or whatever. Not right now, but after October. But we want to get the car fixed up really nice. Hopefully it's okay. It's supposed to have 150,000 timing belt change, but I don't know if that has to happen. But anyway, so this is the situation. We don't have a car right now. Need to go pick it up, and the godparents, my dog's godparents live in the house, so she takes care of her husband here upstairs, and she's going to drive us over to the Firestone, and we're going to pick up our car, and we're going to come back, and maybe I'll be able to get on again. Let's see how far did I make it. My hour and a half behind quota. Right. But anyway, you want to say goodbye to everybody? Bye. Bye. Now we're going to have a Roblox game development class on wait a second. Let me see if I can go back here. Copy current address. Okay, so there'll be a Roblox. Well, it's actually it's just a general gamer streamer topics class for kids, but also adults. If you don't know how to do stuff or whatever, it's gradually going towards some more heavy stuff. We're looking at Unreal Engine MetaHumans, for example. The release. I figured out how to use it again or whatever, but yeah, we're getting ready to go. All right, so dang it. Hold on. Let me copy my class information again from Google Meet here. And I want to go to the calendar and get it from the dang calendar. Please just bear with me for a second. Copy join info. And yeah, if you want to get into I'm going to try it. Sometimes I don't make it to where I can live stream. I'm working on all the technical aspects of live streaming and doing Google Classroom at the same time. And that's the meet time. Join us on Google Classroom, and we're setting up avatars with VRoid Studio and looking at Unreal Engine and Unity and Roblox. But we'll probably be it depends on which set of students show up, what we do, because it's really kind of just an open-ended beginning game development class. But if you wanna join us, please do. And if so, we'll see you then. And I'll try to get back on and do some more battles as soon as we can. Take care.